Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video about a topic that is having a big impact on my life right now. I am going through bariatric surgery. I am pre-op right now. The procedure that I decided on, it's really bright. I'm sorry if I'm squinting a lot. The procedure that I decided on was the RNY, or gastric bypass, depending on, you probably heard both terms. So what I want to do is to go over a lot of questions and things that I went through during the process of deciding to get the surgery. I'll do probably, a couple different videos on that because there are a lot of things to consider. And then I hope to just show you my journey. The reason that I decided to do these videos is because when I was trying to decide whether or not to get the surgery done, I didn't really know a lot of people that had had it done. I knew 2 people, and both of their outcomes were not great. And I'll go over those at another time, but I wanted to see if there were people that had been successful. So what I did was I went to YouTube, and I went online and I read blogs, and I just wanted to see how people were doing. Was this something that worked? I'm pre-op, so I can't sit here on this video and tell you, oh yes, it works. But here's what I found out. If you look for the bad outcomes, you're gonna find them. And if you look for the good outcomes, you're gonna find those too. So basically, I had to decide, the pros and the cons, and there are both. I will, with the surgery, I will probably not be able to eat or drink very sweet things because they will probably make me sick. That's a big con. Another con is people will judge me for having this procedure done. That's something that you have to take into consideration. I had, I'll back up a little bit on that. I had to decide who I would and would not share things with. And I tend to be pretty private, but I thought to myself, I'm proud of myself for making this decision. So I decided I was going to share it with pretty much everyone, including you people here on YouTube. But I didn't just go shouting to the rooftops, oh, I'm getting bariatric surgery. You have to know your audience, of course. And so I'll tell this quick story and then I'll wrap this video up because I want to focus on specific topics and specific videos. This is basically just an intro letting you know about me. So back to the story. The first person that I told was my mom. And daughters understand that, moms can drive you crazy, but they can also be your biggest support. So I wasn't sure how my mom was going to take it. We were sitting in her car, and I think we were talking about going on a trip or something like that. And I said, well, in about a year, I'm not going to be able to eat as much when I go on these vacations. And she looked at me and she was like, why? And I said, because I'm getting gastric bypass surgery done. And there was silence for a minute, and she looked forward, which is, my mom was speechless. That doesn't happen. But she wasn't speechless for long. But she just kind of looked forward for a minute. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, she's not saying anything. And she said, explain to me what your thought process is. Which is funny. This is how we talk to each other. We're both very analytical. So we had a discussion about it. And at the end of the conversation, she said, I really think that this is a good decision. I really think, I'm very supportive of you doing this. And I had like a high after that. I was like, wow. I was expecting her to say, are you crazy? What are you doing? You can't do that. Just go to the gym. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, because she's my mom and I expected her to worry. But anyways, so that's how my journey started, to a point, as far as who to tell and when to tell. My actual journey, before I ever even told my mom, started probably 8 months before that. I researched, I went online, I looked at a bunch of different YouTube videos and blogs, and like I mentioned before, I really did my research. So yeah, this is me, this is my story. If you have any questions, by all means, put them in the comments. If there's topics that you want me to cover, and I'm not sitting here saying that I'm a professional by any stretch of the imagination, but if there's topics that I can not explain, but can just talk to you about in my own experiences, I'm more than happy to do that. So yeah, just hi, and I look forward to going on this journey with you. Bye.